Hello, everybody. I see everybody in the chat already. Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday to you. Welcome to Success My Way with Lakisha. We call this Success Saturday. I am a certified life coach. I am your certified life coach. Okay, we get our lives every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. So glad to see you. Let me say hi to my Success Tribe. I see Charika. Thank you, Trika. Trika's working, but she said she is here. How you doing, Internet? Internet says she's listening from the car. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Hi, Sonia. You say you're gonna try to listen or watch the replay. You're celebrating your 36th anniversary. Happy anniversary. Hey, happy anniversary, Sonia. That's so amazing. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. It is, I always talk about the weather when I come over here. You see, my room is dark. It's cloudy and a little icky today. But that's okay because we're going to have a little sunshine today. Today, we are talking about personality. We are in the middle of a personality test series because my goal with this series is to get you to understand yourself more. Okay. So I want you to be an expert at yourself. And a way you can do that, especially for people who don't really know their history and you don't really know your identity. The way you can do that is through personality tests. I can just give you my obsession with personality tests. I really don't know my lineage. Like, I can't say who my great grandparents are. I can't say where my family really came from. I took ancestry.com, but I can't say. So that lack of history that I personally have is being made up by me having a surety about myself. And part of that has come from taking personality tests. I'm just being honest. I know myself very well. So I wanted to do this series and share with you. So if you haven't seen last week we focused on the 4 temperaments. And what I'm doing is I'm putting the test in the description of every video. So if you don't have, if you don't if you've never taken the true colors test, that's the test I'm talking about today. Go in my description right now. Go in the description right now, y'all, right now, and copy and paste that link, and then take that test. And in the chat, I want you to put your personality in the chat. Are you blue, gold, green, or yellow? Oh no, did I say or orange or orange? So put those colors. There's 4 colors. There's 4 colors. Put those colors in the chat. So while you are retrieving that test and taking that assessment, I'm going to do some housekeeping. Hi, Marva. Welcome. My tribe is here. Welcome. How's your Saturday going, Marva? I just got finished working with a Success My Way group. And speaking of Success My Way, I have a big announcement that I'm going to make at the end of this video. So excited. Some of you have already gotten the announcement because if you have been in Success My Way Academy, I told you first. So I will make that announcement afterwards. Again, thank you so much for joining. If you haven't gotten my book yet, Try Success, It Won't Bite. Go ahead and run over to Amazon and get that book. I have heard from people who read my book that it will change your life. It's about 10 principles of self-excellence and how you can become a better version of you through success, and not through success like the societal way with money and cars and clothes, but success the spiritual way, through peace, through happiness, through joy. So that's what the book is about. So go ahead and grab that as well. What else do I have to talk to you about? Housekeeping. Oh, always bring a pen and a paper. I know some of you all at work, so just listen in. You can always go back and watch the replay and take your pen and paper out, because I'm about to break down these 4 colors. Okay, blue, green, yellow, and orange. Okay, you're one of those colors. Go ahead and take the test in the description. So get your pen and paper out. I always have my pen and paper out, and we're going to be taking notes. And I'm going to be taking notes, and I'm going to be sharing notes with you. Marva says, Good. Oh, it's been good. Oh, you've been outside working in the yard. Oh, and you just came in for Success My Way. I love you, Barbara. Thank you. All right, so make sure you take the True Colors test. It is in the description, okay? So let's get started. Last week we talked about four too. Last week we talked about four temperaments. Either you are um melancholy, phlegmatic, sanguine, or choleric. I am personally choleric and my secondary is sanguine. So if you want to know about Lakisha, that's me. Today I'm talking about your colors. So what is the True Colors personality assessment? It is an assessment that it actually comes with a book. There's actually a book called True Colors, and it's a great assessment, especially if you want to learn about colleagues at work, if you want to learn about what you tolerate and what you don't tolerate, what you like and what you don't like. So there's plenty of information out, but you have to write true. It's True Colors. Don't do just colors. Because I noticed that when you just put colors personality, all these other colors come up. Like some personality tests have purple and stuff like that. That's not this one. This one only has four colors. Okay. Blue, green, yellow, and orange. So you are usually one of those colors. Hi, Jeanette. Good morning. Welcome. We're about to do another personality test. This is our second one. So go ahead and take the test. It's in the description. All right, so I'm going to start because we got a lot to talk about. If you see me looking over to the side, it's because I have my computer out with my notes. Okay. So there are, like I said, there are four colors, and um, they really, really are. I mean, in my opinion, for me taking this test, these colors are really true to form. Now, just like the four temperaments, you can have a primary color and you can have a secondary color. Okay. So go ahead and take the test in the description. All right. So let me just give you some quick hits about this. This this test is about, I'm gonna write down true. I need a better pen, y'all. Sorry. I'm writing my notes so you can copy my notes. And this pen doesn't work either. What's up with all my pens not working? Sorry, y'all. I got my little cute little pen case here. I just blinged it out a little bit. This came from the honeybee shop, if y'all interested. um, let me see. And these pens I have came from Five and Below. I mean, there was a pack of like artist pens. It was amazing. Oh, I wanted to share with y'all my new phone case. I had to get a new phone case because I got a new phone. This is a commercial for my phone case person. Her name is I Sparkle It on IG, and she does custom phone cases, y'all. Isn't that gorgeous? So she followed my lead. She was like, "What you want?" I said, "I want Louis Vuitton in pink." And so she will show you a sample, and if you like it, then she'll say, "What color sequence do you want?" I said, "Well, I want pink and silver." I mean, I designed it, and she puts it together, and literally I got this within a week. So if you are looking for a custom phone case, go to iSparkle It. I love her so much. Hi, Mama Dennis. So glad to see you. We are talking about the True Colors assessment, and I'm about to break it down. And this assessment, it talks about how we see ourselves and also how we see others. Okay. So this test is about how we see ourselves and how we see others. So if you have pen and paper, you may not want to write all of them down, but at least write yours down. And if you have people in your family, you might want to give them this test so you can see what their colors are, so you can better understand how they see themselves and how they see others. And remember, you have a primary and a secondary one. So let's go through the colors. So the first color I want to go through is orange. And in my notes, it says the orange personality is the spontaneous personality. Spontaneous. So If you're orange, you're spontaneous. And if you need to take the test, I have the True Colors test in the description. Take it right now while I'm talking and tell me your color in the chat, okay? All right. The next personality is gold. And the gold personality is the responsible personality. Okay, these are the people at work or at home that likes to follow rules. These people don't like following the rules. These people like following the rules. So they're actually opposite of each other. Okay, Marva is gold. So you're the responsible personality, Marva. Excellent. And then you have blue. Now, when I was a principal and I worked with teachers, most of the teachers in my building were blue. Blue is compassionate. So it was fitting that most of the teachers in my building had that compassion. So if you are blue, you are compassionate. Compassionate. If you're blue, you're compassionate. And if your personality is green, you are conceptual. That means highly intellectual. You're conceptual. You love knowledge. You like to acquire knowledge. So I'm going to tell you about me. I am an orange and my secondary is green. I am a spontaneous conceptual. That's me. I'm first an orange and then my secondary is green. Okay. I know my opposite is gold and blues are not really opposite, but I can learn, maybe I can learn from blues and gold. Blues and gold is who I can learn from, but I'm mainly an orange and a green. I'm a spontaneous conceptual. Okay. So let's break down each one of these. So let's do gold first. Since Marva already told me that she is a gold, how about we start with gold personalities? So Marva, get ready because I'm about to talk about you. All right, y'all. So the gold personality, it has planet. Like you like to plan. You like to plan things. That's what it says by yours. Gold means plan it. Okay. And it says here that you are the responsible one who is always on time and you keep everyone else on time. Okay. You're the reliable organizer who can be counted on to implement others' ideas and to get the job done. Your ability to pay attention to details allows you to catch mistakes that other people miss. Golds are guardians. Ooh, that's a good one. So you are a guardian. Golds are guardians. They're task oriented. They like to do tasks and they want to get the job done because that is their goal. Golds like rules. So you like rules. Golds, you like rules, policies, and procedures. Procedures. And golds, you are you respond to duty and loyalty. So if you're a gold, you respond well to duty and loyalty. And you're really responsible folks and you keep organizations going. So this is about your job. So Marva, on your job, you must be the one that everybody rely on. You keep the organization going. You're very organized, you're very responsible, you're loyal, you follow the rules to the T. You are like a organization's dream. So they have things on here that frustrate you. So I wrote them down. So here's like if you want to screenshot this. Golds are guardians. Golds are task oriented. Golds like rules, policies, and procedures. And golds respond well to duty and loyalty. Now it says things that frustrate you. Marva said, yep, that's me. Good. Things that frustrate you, Marva. Okay, let's talk about what frustrates you. It says You don't like irresponsibility. You don't like irresponsibility. You don't like lack of planning, lack of discipline. You don't like laziness. You don't like high risk things or illegal stuff that goes against rules. You don't like any of that. And for you to follow rules is it gives you peace. So you may encounter other people who that's not their thing. They don't follow rules, and that might frustrate you really, really bad. Um, Also for golds, there's some things about golds that frustrate other people. Okay. So this is what you gotta listen to too, because you have to know how you come off on other people. You may come off in a frustrating way to people. So just like you get frustrated with other people get frustrated with you. Okay, let's see what other people get frustrated about. So other people get frustrated about this is what frustrates people about you is that you can be a control freak. Okay. You can just be a little teeny tad bit controlling. You want to control everything. So just be aware of your impact because that may be your impact on people that you like to control stuff. Okay. Also, you may frustrate others by being very bossy. And you may frustrate others because you work long hours. They're like, when are you going to finish? Or you may frustrate others because you might be a little obsessive compulsive. Okay. So for a gold, you may be obsessive compulsive. It might irritate people a little bit. You keep asking same thing over and over and over and over. It says you can be a tad bit judgmental, golds. Okay. And you have to have a plan for every single thing. Like everything has to have a plan. So that is the gold. So when you look at gold, um, you do have needs and values. So a gold has the need to be useful and belong. A gold does not like to feel like they're not useful. They like to feel that what they do, following the rules, being loyal, being organized, being responsible is respected. Okay. Goals also value very much home, family, and tradition. So goals love tradition. They love family. They love the home. They have extra care in these areas. Okay. Golds are natural preservers and good citizens, and they're very helpful. They're very helpful. So if people always come to you and say, can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? You're probably a gold. All right. So here's some famous golds. Famous people who are gold. Billy Graham, Connie Chung, George Bush. George Bush is a gold. Maybe that's senior. Rush Limbaugh. And they say 15 presidents, but they don't say which presidents. They just say 15 presidents. Thank you. For gold. Now let's see what career choices are great for golds. You ready, golds? These are great career choices for you. Sometimes we don't know like what's the best jobs for us. So this test helps you with that area. So a goal will be great at being a business teacher, a computer programmer, an elementary school teacher, a history teacher, librarian, math teacher, counselor, administrator. Okay, so teaching and helping is your zhuzh. Okay, you love to teach people, you love to help people, and so getting into those areas are dream jobs for golds. Okay. So that is it for gold. So if you have not taken the test yet, go ahead in the description. Take the True Colors test that I have in the description. Marva, I think, is the only one who put hers in here. Oh, Jeanette, you're a gold too. Okay, Jeanette, I see yours. You're a gold. Okay. So take the test in the description and let me know where you are. So far, we had 2 golds on here, and I just went over gold. So if you need to go back and rewind, go ahead and rewind. And Marva says she is an administrative professional. You are in the right job, Marva. That's great. Janice said that's me. Okay, that's great. All right, so now we're going to move away from gold and we're going to go to what's the next one? Blue. Okay, so you may have some blues in your life. And the phrase that goes with blue is To love and be loved. That's blue. Blue means to love and be loved. So I put that on here. We're on blue right now. We just finished with gold. Gold is they must plan everything and have a plan for everything. Blue is they like to love and be loved. Oh, Janet, you do daycare. So I'm quite sure you teach at your daycare, Janet. I'm quite sure that you love teaching the kids. That's awesome. All right. Blue. So it says, blue, you are a heartfelt communicator. You like to create peace and harmony in the workplace. So if you are blue, you're a good communicator. You like to create peace and harmony. You also compassionate if you are blue. You inspire people to build their self-esteem. So blues are the encouragers, they're the heart people, they're the heartbeat in the workplace. So if you work with someone who's a blue, you probably can tell who the blue is. They remember everybody's birthday, they're bringing gifts, they're celebrating people, they're really thoughtful, okay? It says blues had the unique ability to touch people on a deep level. Wow. Okay. And you motivate and inspire people to get the job done. So blues are very motivating and exciting, and they wear their feelings on their sleeves. They're very sensitive to that. Um, and you're emotional, you're idealistic, and you are very sincere. I'm gonna write these down. You are very sincere. So if you are blue, you like to speak from truth and honesty. If you are blue, you're very sincere. You are sensitive. I said that already. So if you have a blue person that you work with, they're very sensitive to words and everything you say and do. They're very sensitive. I've worked with a lot of people like that where I said something, they were like, I didn't like what you said. I was like, oh, what did I do? I'm so sorry. And they teach you that they're sensitive because they'll approach you with it. It will be bothering them. And so you have to listen to a blue when they approach you and say, you know what, when you said this, it made me feel some kind of way. Or when you did this, I didn't like this. Listen to the blue. They've been honest with you. And I treasure that honesty. Um, Blues are loyal as well. And they're people oriented. Okay, this is the difference between the blue and the gold. Golds are task oriented, but blues are people oriented. Okay, so what frustrates the blue? So if you're blue, I wrote it down. You're sincere, sensitive, loyal, and people oriented, right? So what frustrates the blue? If you are blue, you don't like people who lie because you're very truthful. So you don't like people who lie. You don't like people who tell stories. If you are blue, you don't like violence. You are a peacemaker. So violence really frustrates you. Um, you you don't like personal rejection. You don't like people to reject you. That hits you hard when you feel like you're being rejected by someone. Okay. What frustrates you is lack of communication. You like to talk things out. You're the person like, can I talk to you for a minute? Like that's a blue. And a person be like, oh no, they want to talk to me. Yeah, blue gonna sit you down and talk to you about something you did. Okay. Um, what frustrates them is that if they don't have close friends, you are rarely going to see a blue without close friends. Blues, they have to be around people. They're people oriented, okay? And what frustrates them too is sarcasm. They be like, "Oh, what you trying to say?" They don't like sarcasm. All right, so blues, now that I told you what frustrates you, guess what? Some things about you frustrate other people. Okay. So let's talk about what frustrates other people about a blue. So you may have somebody in your head that you think is a blue. These things may frustrate you about the blue that you know. Okay. So the first thing is that people get frustrated with blues because they have a lack of planning. Golds, you may be really frustrated with a blue. They have a lack of planning. Blues also are pretty passive. They can be passive. They can be passive. Okay, Mama Michelle, you are agreeing. green. Yes, that's my secondary one. That's your primary one. So we're going to talk about green next, okay? Yay. So continue to take the test. I do have the True Colors assessment in the description. And put it in the chat when you get your results. If you are a blue, people get frustrated with you because you tend to avoid conflict. Okay, so even though you will talk to people, you probably have to work yourself up to do it because you just don't like conflict. Blues suppress their problems. You ask a blue, "How you doing?" "Everything's fine. Everything's fine," and you be looking at them like, "I can tell everything's not fine," but they'll say, "Everything's fine." And blues can be too generous. They may have the gift of mercy as their spiritual gift. So they may be like too, and maybe we should do spiritual gifts next, but they could be too merciful. And then the thing that frustrates other people about a blue is that they're overly sentimental. That some people that just drives them nuts. Thank you, Mara. Yes, please hit that like button and share so that other people can know that this is a video worth watching. So make sure you click that like before you hop off. Okay, so with the blues, let's see. And I'll put some of this information in the Facebook group. Make sure you join the Facebook group. Success My Way Coaching with Lakisha is the Facebook group. I'll also have that link in the description. Okay, so with the blues, let's go down. You do have needs too. So a blue, you have a need to be unique and authentic. You have a need to be unique and authentic. With a blue, you also look for meaning and significance in life. You take life very seriously and you love going a little deep and being retrospective. If you are a blue, you need to contribute to things and you need to encourage others and you need to care. If you're unable to do that on your job, you're really not going to like it. Okay. You value integrity and unity in relationships. You value truth, people being true to themselves and true to you. So it hurts you when people are not truthful to you. And that could affect your relationships if you're blue. And you are a natural romantic and you're poetic and you're a nurturer. Okay. So that's why when I was a principal, most of my teachers were blue because they tend to like the teaching profession because they get to care, they get to nurture, they get to form relationships and such and such. Famous blues. Who's a famous blue? Who they have? Oh, Mariah Carey. Hey, Mariah Carey. Fantasy. Michael Jackson. Oprah Winfrey is a famous blue. Yeah, I can see Oprah Winfrey being a blue. I can. Yeah, I can see Oprah being a blue. They have Mother Teresa on here and Katie Couric. So, and they have Martin Luther King. So those are famous blues. Okay. So if you are a blue, that was you. Make sure you take the test so you can see what color you are. So we just went over golds and blues. Now let's move to green. Mama Michelle is a green. So let me write green. The phrase that goes with green personality is knowledge is power. So I'm just going to write that phrase right here. So if you are green, your phrase is knowledge is power. Okay. All right. So if you are green, you are conceptual. Like I said before, you are a thinker and an analyzer. So I'm going to write that down. You like to think and you like to analyze. You are exceptionally creative. You like to solve problems and you like to think outside of the box. So for some of you, green is your primary one. You also have a secondary one. Green is my secondary. So I find that some of these traits I find in myself. You like to think outside of the box, especially at work. Okay. So if somebody needs like ideation or some ideas, they're probably coming to you. If they have a problem need to solve, they're probably coming to you. You are often more concerned with inventing a new device than using it. Uh-oh. Greens are rationalist. So you like to be rational. And you see the big picture. Usually you're usually intellectual and philosophical. So you like to sit and talk about astrology and analyze life and contemplate things. So very cerebral personality. Um, if you give green an assessment and don't tell them why, they probably won't do it. So greens, like when you give them an assessment and you have to tell them why. They like to know the explanation. They like the backstory, right? And most people who are greens probably are called nerds in high school. Mama Michelle, were you called a nerd in high school? Let me know. Because they tend to be the intellectuals, right? So people like, you little nerd, you know everything. I'm just writing intellectuals here. And then it says most people who are greens probably were called nerds. Don't do that because chances are you'll work for them someday. Ooh, they kind of like bomb somebody out. All right, so things that frustrate a green. What are some things that frustrate a green? Okay, so I'm going to show you green. If you're green, here are the notes that I took on you: that you are a thinker, you're an analyzer, you think outside the box, you're a rationalist, and you are intellectual. So very cerebral personality. So what frustrates this personality? Okay, let's get into that. Okay. You said, yes, I was a nerd. Yep. That's great. What frustrates this personality? Okay, what frustrates you is routine. You don't like routine. Routines are boring. Okay. I know my secondary is green. I don't like boring routines. I get bored real fast. Um, what frustrates you too is small talk. You don't like people just talking about nothing. They gotta say that what they say has to make sense and have some meaning behind it. You don't just like, oh, what's the weather today? That kind of frustrates you. You're also frustrated about plagiarism. So you like your intellectual property and you don't like nobody stealing it. Okay. um you don't like illogical arguments. You're like, what are we arguing about? Like that frustrates you. It just turns you off. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is this about? If it's not about anything that's worth talking about and analyzing, why are we doing it? You're also frustrated about social functions. You don't like social functions. You're like, what's the point? I know that's me. I do well with networking. I don't necessarily like it. It depends on what the conversations are. I don't like small talk conversations, right? And then incompetence frustrates you. If somebody is not doing the job, that frustrates you. Like, why can't you do it? You're incompetent. So if I am a cerebral person, I just get frustrated when other people are not as competent as I think they should be. All right. So that is what frustrates you, greens. Now let's talk about what frustrates others about you. Okay. How you come off on others sometimes. Okay. All right. So for greens, the way you come off on others is that sometimes you're not really sociable. You don't really like being around people sometimes. You just don't. Um, Sometimes what frustrates others about a green is that greens live in the future. They're always talking about what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next. And people are like, okay, can you just talk about today? So that can be frustrating. You could be a little wordy, like talk too much or things like that. You could be a little wordy. Um, you can blow up when you're criticized. A green does not like to be criticized. If there's criticized about anything, if somebody doesn't like anything you do, you kind of like have a knee-jerk reaction. Um, Not going with the flow. So golds will probably be frustrated with a green because golds like to go with the flow. Greens do not. They don't like to go with the flow. They're the ones that's going to be standing on their own island and be happy to be there. and it's going to be very hard to push them off their island. And then greens can be too independent. That's like what I just said. Greens can be very independent to a fault. Like you need to involve other people in your decision making, especially at work. At work, it's a collaborative environment. You can't just go off on your own and do stuff. So that may frustrate other people. Okay. So let's talk about oh, wait a minute. It seems like they're not giving me access to the rest of this PowerPoint. Oh no. I'm not paying for this. Okay. I don't have access to the rest of that one. I'm mad because that one gave me good information. Now I don't know like what that. So I had a PowerPoint that told me famous people who are blues, and now I don't have access to it. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, that's frustrating. So I do have just a couple famous people. Like they have Albert Einstein. Like of course, Albert Einstein is a green for sure. Um. Oh, they said the cartoon character Dilbert. Who remembers Dilbert with those big glasses? And Alan Greenspan, I think he was a news reporter. I think Alan Greenspan was a news reporter. So those are famous people who are greens. All right. And I'm sorry I don't have the needs and wants. That's the PowerPoint that I can't let me see if I can find it. True colors, needs and wants. Let's see if anything happens. Hmm. I'm sorry, y'all. I just realized I don't have access to the entire PowerPoint that I was using. Okay, here's another one. Let me see if I can get to green. No. Nope. I'm gonna try one more, and if I can't get it, then I'm gonna have to move on. I'm gonna type in PDF. Let's see what PDF. And if I find a PDF with all the explanations, I'll definitely put it in the Facebook group. Yeah, I got to do some more searching, y'all. I'm sorry. But I still have one of them available to me, so I'm going to continue to use that one. Okay, so that's all I have for green. So let's move on to the last one, which is orange. So if you take the personality test in the description, you may find that you're orange, and the phrase for orange is "Where's the action?" This is the spontaneous personality. All right, so that's the orange. Where's the action? So orange is my number one. So y'all gonna learn a little bit about Lakisha with this one. All right. So orange personality, you thrive on entertaining and persuading people. I'm gonna laugh. So you like to entertain and persuade. You are a persuasive motivator who knows how to get people moving and excited about projects. So you are usually the one to get everybody excited. I know at my job, they give out superlatives and I always get like the most motivating person because that's just my thing. Um it says routine desk work is very boring to you. That is very true. I do not like routine desk work at all. I like for each day at my job to be different because I am a spontaneous person. Barbara said, "Yep, sounds like you." Thank you, Barbara. um, you need to be active and have a variety of tasks to keep you interested. So you need to be active and you need variety. Yes, I have come to grips with being an orange. Like, I know I need to do multiple things, and I can do multiple things well because that's how I made. It doesn't stress me out to do multiple things. Actually, it makes me less stressed to do multiple things. When I have to do the same thing over and over and over, that actually makes me highly unhappy. So as you can see, like the orange and gold is like totally opposite. So I can just see orange and gold getting frustrated with each other for sure in the workplace for sure. But also, you learn people and you learn to understand what their needs are and give them their needs. That's just what being people is about. Um, it says orange team members on a job will remind us not to take things too seriously and have fun. And that's me. I like to lead and be serious, but I also like a balance in the workplace. And I also like to have fun. Oranges are artisans. Let me write that down. They tend to test the limits and are spontaneous and um impulsive. That's so funny because like when I went over in my sorority, because I'm a Delta, um, my line name was Funky Artisan. And I see here that they say oranges are artisans. That is so crazy. Um, it says oranges are risk takers and action oriented. So they're action oriented. So golds are task oriented, blues are people oriented, and oranges are action oriented. They don't like to sit around and decide how to deal with problems. They just want to go out and get it done. Oranges are also adventurous and competitive. Adventurous and competitive. And the famous oranges that they have here are Britney Spears and Jane Fonda. Could they come up with different ones? So here's the oranges. Where's the action? They're adventurous, they're persuasive, they're exciting, entertaining. Okay, they're the life of the party, right? All right, so oranges. What are you frustrated about? Do any of you all know any oranges in your life? I'm sure you do. What are you frustrated about? Oranges are frustrated by rules and laws. Oranges do not like to follow rules. Oranges are frustrated by the same routine. They do not like following the same routine. Oranges get frustrated by deadlines. I mean, they're just like rebels in the workplace. Oranges don't like paperwork. That's me. I don't like paperwork. I like to have people on my team. I like to have goals on my team. Um, Oranges gets frustrated by the lack of adventure and they get frustrated by too much structure. Now, oranges, of course, you get frustrated with people, but a lot of people get frustrated with you. So, what frustrates other people about orange? Okay, number one, oranges ignore rules. So, if there's a rule, orange is like, we can forego that rule. I know myself. Like every time I go to a conference and they say you only can go in this room, I make my way to other rooms. I just the rules are malleable. Oranges, you people get frustrated with you because you are undisciplined. Okay, undisciplined. Okay, you have a lack of planning. Well, I think I built my planning skills, but it's because I got all these tools around me, but internally it's not there. You could be quick tempered. Um, yeah, and with wisdom, you like can control these things too, but I can see that. Oranges, you think out loud and you have compulsive buying. Ugh. Yes, I do buy compulsively sometimes. So that is oranges. And so what I want to do is I want to try to find some other resources and put them in a Facebook group so you can have them about this personality test. But this one is so much fun. They usually use this one, like I said, at your work. And there's four. Let's just recap. If you're a goal, you like to plan things, you're considerate guardians and task oriented, you like rules, and you respond well to duty and loyalty. If you are a blue, if you take the test in the description and you find you are a blue, you love to be loved. You're sincere, sensitive, loyal, and you are people oriented. Um, if you are a green, you're very cerebral, especially in the workplace. You feel like knowledge is power. You are a thinker, analyzer. You think outside the box. You're a rationalist and you are intellectual. And if you are an orange, like where's the action? You are the spontaneous one. You like to entertain, persuade, excite, act, and you're very active. You like variety. You're action oriented, adventurous, and competitive. Okay, so those are the four colors. I like this test. You can go a little deeper with this test. There is a book, like I said before, that is associated with this test, True Colors. So if you like this color concept and you want to share with other people, if you want to give it to people in your home, I think it'll be good because this talks about, again, the main premise of this test is how you see yourself and how you see others, which is different from last week when we did the four temperaments, which is about your temperament. It was about like what you were born with, if that makes sense. So hopefully that's great. And then the next time we meet, maybe we'll talk about spiritual gifts. I don't know. I will see. I'll see. I like these little short tests with like little four things. And the spiritual gifts is a deeper test. But we'll see. We'll see. So let me know in the chat if you enjoyed that breakdown of the different types of personalities. Who's going to give this test to somebody in their family? Who's going to give this test to their friends? I think this is a good one. I think this is a good one to give so you can understand who you're living with or who you're around all the time and you can understand them better because that's what love is about, right? Love is about understanding others, understanding their personality, learning more about them. I told my husband one time, I was like, you know what? I was like, I want to study you. I want to study you like a book. I'm gonna do a book study on you. And that was years ago. But I told my husband, I'm gonna study you because I love you so much. I want to learn you and learn like your personality and what you need because I want to be your partner that understands you. And in understanding him, I believe he just reciprocates and understands me back because somebody got to start it. Somebody got to start the understanding in relationship. Thanks, Barbara. She said, good test. Good test. All right. So this is my announcement. I said I had an announcement at the end of this. If you have been in Success My Way Academy, check your email because I sent it to you yesterday or the day before yesterday. But I am releasing a new e-course. It's an e-course, y'all. The e-course is called Vision and Goal Setting Success Keys. I am giving you 6 success keys to learn how to create a vision and learn how to goal set. It's really short. It has life work. It has resources. I also include some matching YouTube videos that I've done in the past. Hi, Sonia. So I am so excited to announce that this e-course will be like straight you. Once you unlock this e-course, you do it on your own time and you will have forever access to it. And the e-course is only $29.99. It's very affordable because y'all know it's inflation. It's inflation. It's very affordable. So you go through the whole thing on your own. You come out of it with all of this knowledge about how to improve your life through visioning and goal setting. Studies show that when you write things down, you're 42 to 90% more likely to get it done. So this e-course is going to show you like the different things you need to do. There's only 6 keys. We talk about the vision key, we talk about the intention key, we talk about the shift key. So these are success keys that are going to be talked about in the e-course. I'm also going to create a when it gets released, I'm going to create a Facebook group to like go with the e-course, so people who purchase the e-course can then go in the Facebook group and talk about what's happening in the e-course. And you all let me know. It's my first one. I'm so excited. Um, you know, learning how to do this is interesting because you always see all these e-courses. Every time you go on Instagram, it's an e-course, e-course, e-course. So I have like studied some and watched some. So I'm pretty confident that this one's is going to be pretty awesome, especially for the low price point of $29.99. So when is this coming out, Lakisha? This is coming out on June 25th. June 25th. So I'm going to be talking about this e-course all the way up to June 25th. June 25th, I will unlock it and you will have it. It will be yours for only $29.99. Okay. Also, I have another announcement, y'all. Now, up until now, for the last 2 years, I have been doing Success My Way Academy. It is a 6-week mastermind course. I am changing the course model because of one, my schedule with my job. Because of COVID, everybody's lifestyles are changing, and I've noticed it's very hard for people to be in something for 6 weeks. So I'm thinking about shifting Success My Way Academy, still keeping it, but shifting the business model to more like a membership model where you have you pay a fee to have be a monthly member, and you'll get to get perks, you'll get like VIP things, and it will be a 6-month membership. And it'll be more like spread out, it will be more self-paced, and everything will be new for Success My Way Academy. I'll do new videos, I'll do new information. I do things in Success My Way Academy that I do not do here on YouTube. So Success My Way Academy is a deeper, really deep understanding of how to live a life of self-excellence. So I'm thinking about doing that, changing it to a membership. And that way it will unlock it for more people who just cannot take the intensive 6-week course. Last and finally, not least, I'm also exploring possibly creating a YouTube membership right here where you can be a member on this YouTube channel right here, and you can be an exclusive members, and we can have some exclusive life coaching things happening for people on YouTube who want to have a membership. So I'm studying that membership as well. So y'all, it's a new season. It's a new day, and Lakisha just got a lot of new stuff going on. So thank you so much for just watching and always coming on here and just making my Saturday, just start my Saturday off right. I really, really enjoy having you. I really, really love that you trust me as your life coach to come into your life and talk to you about some things fun and some things this is really, really hard. So I thank you. So make sure you share, tell your friends about the e-course, share this YouTube channel with others, and just spread the love. We're in a day and time where just people are not feeling loved, and people are feeling suicidal, and they're feeling like hopeless. And one thing I've learned as a life coach is to restore hope is to build community. Community is so, so important to people. God built us to be community. God himself is community. God is Father, Son, Holy Spirit. God is a community all up in himself. Okay. That's deep, ain't it? So God is community. And if we are made in his image, then that's what we need. We need God's level of community to feel like there's hope. And so here is our community. This is our success tribe. This is where we give each other hope. This is where we give each other love. This is where we give each other strength and motivation and put a smile. You know, I'm always smiling. I'm smiling on purpose. Like if you didn't get if anybody didn't smile at you today, you know Lakisha smiled at you. It's Success Saturday this morning. So I just want to say that to say thank you so much. I don't get a chance often to just thank you for just following me and believing in my work as a life coach and trusting me. And because I take it, I'm fun, but I'm very serious. Like I take my job very seriously. Um, so that puts a smile on my face for sure. All right, y'all. Well, you know what I'm about to say. Thank you, Marva. You know what I'm about to say. It's Self Love Saturday. Hey, Self Love Saturday. Y'all, go do something for yourself. Go love on yourself today. I don't know what you're going to do, but you can do anything that makes you feel good. Be selfish. Self Love Saturday is the day of the week to be selfish. Go do something that you love. I am getting back into my cash envelope system. So I cannot wait. Y'all, let me show y'all before I get off. I have created and I got this beautiful budget book from the Cuteness Boutique. Okay. thecutenessboutique.com by my friend Trika for Trika Plan. I am using this as my new cash envelope system. So I am putting this together. Oh, Marva, you are doing your backyard planting. Oh, I wish I could do that. I get freaked out by bugs. I'm telling you, when I see the bugs in the little worms, I'll be like, yeah. Have fun, Marva. That's great. I'm going to be going in this thing and just like building this out. So I've been working in here. So I've been creating my little cash envelope categories where I'm just going to put my savings in here. So I'm really proud of myself. I'm just having fun doing that. So I want to finish working on my cash envelope system today. But what are you going to be doing today? What are you going to be doing to give yourself some love and happiness? Make sure you do it. All right. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that notification bell. I'll see you next week as we talk about another personality test. I got to figure out which one. But until then, be blessed, be safe, and have productivity. If I could say the word, that'd be nice. Productivity, planning, and peace. I'll see y'all later, y'all. Bye, friends.